The email came at 11:47 p.m. Subject: Update regarding your role. No greeting, no signature, just one paragraph. Effective immediately. Your position has been eliminated. Your severance is canceled. I stared at it in the dark. The blue light from my laptop bled across the sheets. My wife turned in her sleep beside me, murmuring something about her sister's wedding next month. Her sister? The HR? I scrolled up, checking the sender. Rachel Henderson, HR Director. My wife's sister. She'd sent it from her work account. No hesitation, no warning. The same woman who toasted me at our wedding, who hugged me at Christmas, who asked for advice about her difficult manager, the CEO. Now she'd written 2 sentences that cut off 6 years of my career. I didn't reply. I just sat there, staring at the blinking cursor. Then I typed, "Thanks," and hit send. The next morning, my wife acted like nothing had happened. She brewed coffee, humming. Her phone buzzed twice, once from Rachel, once from someone named Liam, CEO. She flipped it face down. "Too fast?" she asked. I nodded. She didn't ask why. I watched her fingers tighten around the mug. The way people hold on to lies, they always hold too tightly. By noon, she was laughing on a call in the kitchen. "No, he won't do anything. He's calm, calm." The word lodged in my skull. I opened my work folder, looked at the email thread between Rachel and the executive team. Her name appeared again and again. Drafting, revising, advising termination clauses. My name was bolded. Then, at the bottom of one chain, a personal note. From Liam. "Make sure he doesn't get severance. We can't risk him talking." Talking about what? Rachel's reply came 3 minutes later. "Understood. I'll handle him." Handle. The tone wasn't professional. It was personal. I didn't confront anyone. That would have been predictable. Instead, I opened a new folder on my laptop for legal review. I began saving things. Emails, call logs, calendar entries. My wife's chat backups from her shared drive. She'd linked it accidentally months ago. The messages were ordinary at first. Jokes, team gossip. Then, more intimate. "You shouldn't text me after midnight. He's asleep. It's fine. You worry too much." And then, "Your sister will kill me if she finds out." Except she didn't mean her sister. She meant my wife. It took me an hour to trace it. Rachel wasn't the one having the affair. My wife was. With Liam, the same CEO who had ordered my termination. The severance cancellation was never about budget. It was personal leverage. She thought she could burn me cleanly, erase me before I noticed the smoke. By evening, I knew everything. Her travel receipts matched his. Her sick leaves lined up with his executive conferences. Still, I said nothing. At dinner, she smiled like it was just another Tuesday. "How's Rachel?" I asked. She blinked. "Busy. Why?" "Just wondering if she enjoyed sending that email last night." A pause. Fork midair. Then, laughter. "You're overreacting." I nodded. Maybe. Inside, I was counting. The exact number of days her betrayal had gone on. 28 months. The lawyer's letter arrived on a Thursday morning. I'd sent it myself, through my contact in compliance. It included every clause in my contract, every message, every recorded call where Rachel and Liam discussed my removal. Clause 14.7. Termination without cause requires payment of full severance. Clause 14.8. Termination linked to personal conflict voids HR's discretion. I highlighted those lines. Sent the document to the company's general counsel. Copied the board. No message body. Just an attachment titled conflict_interest.pdf. 2 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. A voice I recognized. The CEO. "What do you want?" he asked, flat. I didn't answer. I just let him breathe into the silence until he hung up. By 5 p.m. I received another message. this time from Rachel. "We need to talk. Please." I met her at a cafe near the office. She looked drained, eyes rimmed red. "Do you realize what you've done?" she whispered. I sipped my coffee. "Not yet." "But you will." She leaned closer. "They're investigating. HR, the board. Liam's panicking." "Good," I said, and left her sitting there, hands shaking, realizing the full scope of her sister's betrayal and her own complicity. The next morning, I walked into the boardroom uninvited. Their lawyer was already there, reading from my contract aloud. The director sat in silence, watching Liam squirm. My wife was beside him, not as his spouse, as his assistant. When the lawyer reached clause 14.7, the CEO's coffee slipped from his hand. It hit the floor with a dull splash. Silence. I stood at the doorway, calm. Rachel avoided my eyes. My wife didn't. She stared at me, pale, trembling, as the truth finally surfaced. The lawyer cleared his throat. "Given the documented relationship between the CEO and the terminated employee's spouse, the termination is a direct violation of company ethics. Full severance and damages will be owed." My wife whispered something to Liam. He didn't look at her. "Too late now," I said. Then I turned and walked out. That night, I packed a single suitcase. No arguments, no explanations. She called out my name once, softly, like it still meant something. It didn't. I left the house key on the counter beside her phone, the same phone she used to send messages she thought I'd never see. Outside, the air felt clean, empty. I didn't feel triumphant, just done. I'd spent months trying to understand how love could rot quietly, beneath polite smiles and vacation photos. Now I knew. It doesn't rot, it calcifies, hardens into something unrecognizable. Some truths don't heal, they cauterize. As I drove away, I realized I hadn't lost anything. They had. And in the rearview mirror, the house was just a shape, a place where a version of me used to exist. Now, he was gone. Forever.